Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. So you are here on Friday, and every Friday here at Manfa's Makes is
Crochet Catch Up Friday. We don't normally do that on this channel, on this part of the channel.
You've been doing it all week, so I thought we would just carry on. Anyway, guys, before...
Threw me off.
Wow, you do it to me a lot, so touche. Crochet Catch Up. That is where Mike and I come on here and tell you everything that we have done crochet-wise other than what you would have seen yesterday, which is Tile of the Week Thursday. If you haven't yet seen that, please do go back and check it out. That is a regular weekly segment and everyone loves it, and that is predominantly something we do every week without fail, fingers crossed, touch wood, and all the rest of it. Now, I need to be completely honest with you, I am not feeling my best, so I apologise if I am a little lacklustre tonight. I feel like I need to go to bed, to be perfectly honest with you. Excuse my little friend here, Peter the Pimple. He's been getting worse and worse all week, the videos. That's all I can see when I watch the videos back, so I do apologise. But when I'm run down, I get spotty. It's just a girl thing.
Extra chin.
I'm just growing a second head. I mean, 2 Manfa mouths waffling. Can you imagine? And I've got a really chesty cough. I'm a bit wheezy, and I'm generally feeling like poop. So I do apologise. I will do my very best to get through this without a coughing fit. So fingers crossed. So, Tile of the Week, we both did it. That was yesterday's video. But now Mike and I only have one other thing each to show, because what I've been working on has been taking precedence. What Mike has been working on has been taking precedence. Mine because there is a deadline. Mike's because he has been so close to the finish line now for quite a while that he wanted to power through. So if we go through mine first, I am of course talking about Luck of the Draw 8 Boggy Camp, or Boggy Creek edition, and it is being hosted by the wonderful Jax, Creations by Jax, and Lynette, Charm Grammy Crochet. I will link both of them down below. If you don't know what Luck of the Draw is, where have you been? We're on number 8. No, I'm only kidding. Basically, it's the brainchild of Nancy from Nan's Next Knot, but she is too unwell at the moment to host this one. So Jax and Lynette approached Nancy and said, would you mind if we did a special edition so that people can make an additional blanket for Boggy Creek Camp? I am not going to go into all the details of Boggy Creek Camp tonight because I just don't have the energy for it. But the people that are the best to fill you in anyway is Nancy, a different Nancy, at She's Got Yarn Too, Lynette, Charm Grammy, so she's got her fingers in all these pies as Lynette. She's a very busy lady. And Billy the Crafty Floridian. Everyone that we are mentioning we will link down below. If they are names you are not familiar with, click on them, go check them out, watch some of their content, and if you want to know the Boggy Creek information, why we're doing a blanket drive, why it's so important, why the whole community, it feels, has jumped on board, go and check those ladies out, especially Nancy, because it was Nancy's mum that started all this. So she's the lady you need to go and visit. Anyway, so Jax and Lynette wanted to do a Luck of the Draw 8 for Boggy Creek Camp. And it's where you pick 8 colours and a main colour. You use the main colour every week, but every week on a Thursday, for this go round, you're going to go to Jaxie's channel and you're going to go to Lynette's channel on a Thursday, and they will pick what number you are going to use that week for the blanket. So your 8 colours, number them 1 to 8, and then Jax and Lynette do the rest. They shake their little thing, they pull their little number out, and you get the yarn that corresponds with that number and you put it in your blanket. Now, I'm talking about blankets because that is what the majority of us are doing for Boggy Creek Camp. But other Luck of the Draws, there has been a whole host of different things made, but using the Luck of the Draw system. And I call it a system because there's no thought other than picking what colours you want to use. They do it for you. It's brilliant. You don't have to panic and scratch your head and be like, do those colours go together? Do I really want those colours next to each other? What order should I put those colours in? Because they pick your order. They do it all for you. It's marvellous, and it is stress-free. No pressure. I love it. And the beautiful Jaxie this time, for this edition, turned the original blanket pattern into a round and round and round and round square, not just backwards and forwards. So I watched Jaxie's tutorial, which was awesome. Congratulations, Jax. It was a wonderful tutorial, and thank you very much. And I have been doing just the continuous square until it grows to 40 by 40, which is the measurement I need for it being a square. Other people are making lots of smaller squares and joining those smaller squares together until their blanket is big enough. Or you could use any pattern that you like. Just wait for them to pick what colour you use that week. So when I showed this to you last week, I had jumped in on week 6. I was behind the times, guys. When is that? Never the case. Manfa is late for everything. I was even late to work this morning. So, you know, I live literally not even 10 minutes away, about 6 minutes away, and I still roll in late. So don't, you know, rely on me for timekeeping. It don't happen. Anyway, so I jumped in on week 6, but I had managed to get 2 of the colours in. I have just managed this week to get those original 6 colours in, and we are filming this on Thursday night for you for Friday, and they've picked another colour today. So I am now still 1 week behind, but at least it's 1 week behind and not 6, right? So hopefully tonight I can get this week's colour in, and I think that I need to do this week's colour, another section of my main colour, and then or maybe I'll do this week's colour and then a border in my main colour, because I'm getting very close to that measurement that I need, because these blankets need to be 35 to 40 wide and 40 to 50 long. Well, if you're doing a square, they need to be 40 by 40. No other measurement will do. And I need to make sure that I'm not just going on with the colours and going above the size that it needs to be. So I think I'm going to get at least this week's colour in, and then we're going to have to look at size and measure it and stuff. So when you saw it last, I had managed to get, oh, I gave you a sneak peek, that super bright red and that super bright Hunter Safety orange. Well, I've gone further than that this week, guys. Are you ready? There we go. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of colours that I have managed to get in, and I am currently putting my main colour in again, but I've just used up the last of the balls, so I need to hunt another ball of white down to carry on and keep things trucking along. So yes, I added a blue, a purple, a green and a darker red. Remember though, it was Max that picked my colours, so I had even less control of how this blanket was going to turn out, because Max picked my colours and numbered them for me, and it's Jax and Lynette picking what order they go in. So this is I'm just making it. Everyone else is doing everything for me. I'm just making it. I am using my 5mm dots, and all the yarn I'm using is a lightweight 3 or a DK, and it's all Stylecraft Special, although I've run out of my Stylecraft Special in white. I've got no more in my stash, and I'm not buying any more, so I'm going to have to find some other lightweight 3 white that is a similar thickness, because even though they say 3, you've got perfect 3s, really on the thin side 3s, really on the plumpy side 3s. So I need to find, and Stylecraft runs on the thin side of a 3, so I need to find a white that is on the thinner side so it doesn't look quite so obvious when I add and attach that on. So that is the only other thing I've been working on other than Tile of the Week, but I'm going to let you in to my plans, hopefully, for this upcoming week, because the day you're watching this, I have a day off. Saturday, I have a day off. I don't know about next week yet. I haven't been given my schedule of shifts, so who knows. But I have at least 2 days off, so I am getting prepared with what I'm going to be putting on my hook next. Now, someone very wonderful in these here YouTube streets who is not very comfortable at making amigurumi, emailed me several weeks ago now asking if I would take a commission to make an amigurumi for her son. She said there's no deadline, do it whenever you can squeeze it in. I will of course pay you for your time and materials. And I said, Manfa does do commissions, but Manfa will not be paid for this amigurumi by this particular person, because the particular person that has asked me to do this has blessed us beyond our wildest dreams, and that is payment for life. I'm not saying you have to gift us and you'll get loads of stuff for free. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she is a marvellous friend outside of, you know, the content we create. We regularly email. We have got a really lovely connection. And yes, she has gifted us a lot of happy mail in the past. But it's not about the happy mail. It's about the person. She is a beautiful, beautiful person. And I don't feel comfortable charging her. I am making this because I want to. It will be free of charge and it will be shipped, hopefully, fingers crossed, before Christmas. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. So, person I'm talking about, you are watching, you know exactly who you are, and you definitely will when I pick up the pattern and show people. I will try and get it for your lovely son as an extra Christmas present. That is my goal.
But like she said at the beginning of this, Manfa's always late.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not like proper promising it. But my goal is to get this to you for your boy for Christmas, and I will try my hardest to make that happen, because who doesn't want a happy little kiddie on Christmas morning? I mean, come on. So I was asked to make this person here. A lot of you that are in the gaming world will know who this is. I had no idea. Thankfully, when she emailed me, she did email me a couple of options of where I can find patterns or what to look for if I wanted to find a pattern of my own to make, which is marvellous, because if she had told me I need a crocheted link, I'm like, a who and a what now? Don't know what that is. So whereas Mike's like, link from, what is it?
Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda. I knew it was Zelda. I was thinking Zelda Warrior Princess. I don't know.
That's Xena.
That's Xena. See? See? If it was left to me, you would have been getting the totally wrong amigurumi. So I looked at the ones that she sent over to me, and they were absolutely lovely, but I did a bit of digging, and just for me, I like the look and the style of this one, and I feel comfortable that I'm going to be able to recreate it. So link will be going on my hooks this week as a special extra for somebody that I love very, very dearly. And also, sorry, I'm a bit breathless, Becca from Merrymaker here on YouTube. I have been doing her yarn inventory. I managed to get that completed, all sent off, all done, kit and caboodle, tied up with a pretty little bow. Not literally, but... And she's very, very happy with the work that I did and the database that I created for her inventory. So that is all done and dusted, which means hopefully I'll have a little bit more crochet time. And not only did we get that finished, she today had, well, I say today, I mean Thursday, because I'm filming on Thursday. On Thursday, she uploaded a very special video that she did with me in mind. She knows that I've got to make a hat and a scarf for my dear old mum. She knows that I have very little experience with hats because they're just not my thing. And when I discussed the swatches of the yarn that I'm going to be using, which is a video earlier this week, I said that I think I had decided on half double crochet because I like how the yarn worked up in that stitch the best. Did anyone have any suggestions for a very simple half double crochet beanie for me to make? She went one step further, guys, and she said, I'll just do you a tutorial if you like, Manfa. And I went, oh, yes, please. That will literally tick the box perfectly. Thank you so much. So she has done a little bit of a tutorial for me and anyone else. It's not, she hasn't like filmed it and sent it only to me. She's put it on her channel for everybody to use, but she had me in mind and she's doing me a favour. So if you want to know how to do a half double crochet beanie, head on over to Merrymaker because she's just pulled it out the bag just like that. because she's a wonderful person. She obviously cares about me, and she wanted to do a good turn for a friend, and I very much appreciate it, Becca. Thank you so, so much. And it was a pleasure working with you over the past couple of weeks. And like I said in my comment on one of your videos, now you either need to buy yet more yarn so you can add it yourself onto your database, or you need to use some up and remove it from your database and have a little bit of play. So I will now be able to use Becca's tutorial to get a start on my mum's hat and scarf as well. So I've got Link and I've got my mum's hat and scarf that is firmly at the forefront of my mind to get done, or at least started, and a little bit of progress on over the coming week. I'm not going to promise FOs because that is over-egging it, and we all know what Manfa's like. She doesn't quite hit the mark a lot of the time. So that's my plans anyway. So over to you, Mike.
So this will be the last time I'm showing you this on this channel because I have completed it. So I am doing the Beautiful Friend Shawl, hashtag Beautiful Friend Shawl from OM Granny Square or Ursula Wood on Ravelry.
Yes, I will
Paid for pattern.
I will link the paid for pattern down below and Ursula's YouTube channel.
Very good pattern. Thank you, Ursula.
Yes. Well worth the pennies.
Yes. So, without further ado, let me
It's
show you my
done,
first.
guys. Hang on, before you show them what you had left.
Oh, yeah. So,
because that is the piece de resistance. You save that to the end.
4mm clover and more. What I used.
Indeed. No, wrong. You don't have the tag anymore.
No.
It is colour 8 of the Sultan Deluxe Shine from Hobie.
This is how much I've got left.
Just that itchy smidgy bit.
It's quite compact, so, and I was worried I wasn't going to have enough.
And it's a 2-weight, guys. There was 1,093 yards, so he hasn't really got a lot left, but it can go in the scrap bin.
And it's shiny. Look at
It
the
is.
shine. It's gold shine.
The sparkles are just stunning.
So there you go. And I had it in my skull bowl.
Yep.
Anyway, let me find the right side.
It's done. His hug is finished.
And it'll be shipped off to
the
lucky recipient.
Oh, yeah, don't ruin it right at the very last minute, Mike. Honestly, guys, he was panicking last night that he was going to have to play Extreme Yarn Chicken.
There you go.
And I looked at him and I went, you'll be absolutely fine. He's like, oh, well, I don't know, babe.
It's got the ruffles on.
A minute. Let's show them the top. There we go. So, bright yellow, darker yellow, oranges.
Into purples. And then midnight.
Look at that gorgeous ruffly.
Perfect little sunset.
And the drape is magnificent. And obviously the stitch marker. So he completed the border. Show them the border close up. There we go.
The ruffles.
It is absolutely gorgeous. And the twinkle is just divine. Now, what I was saying is he was going, I don't think I've got enough yarn. And I said, show me what you got left. So he showed me and I was like, babe, you'll be absolutely fine. He's like, oh, I don't know, babe. It's a bit of a yarn eater. It's going down so much. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. And then I was a bit mean. I looked at him and I went, or you'll have the super annoying situation where you have gone nearly the whole length of your piece and you're short by about 10 stitches. You're going to have to frog it anyway. Oh, don't say that. That would be so annoying. And I went, you'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine.
And I ended up with quite a bit left.
And he was absolutely fine. But it does go to show that you can get a really decent sized shawl out of just one Sultan Deluxe Shine cake. It is gorgeous yarn. Tell them about using it, like what your thoughts and feelings are.
Oh, I love it. Since the blue one that I did for Lady Jan, I've loved that yarn. It's really, even though it's just acrylic and polyester, it's really bougie acrylic.
Is it
nice.
in your top 5 yarns to use?
I would say it's the first one.
Ooh, number 1 yarn.
But then I've only used Butterfly, Horizon, Stylecraft, which is the workhorse one, and this. That's all I've used.
Hobie. He's a big Hobie yarn lover, guys, because most of the yarn he's used has just
being Hobie.
Funnily enough, come from Hobie.
I did try using a Karen Simply Soft.
Yeah, you hated it.
Hated it because it splits so much.
It splits for me, but I can bear with it. Mike was just like,
and
no.
I did try an attempt, the Red Heart cake.
We don't have. Oh, yeah, we do. Yes.
My Red Heart cake. One. Yeah, that one. But because it's 4 strands, again, getting snagged, and I just like, no.
No. So, and like you said, he's used Stylecraft and stuff.
So yeah, this
your C2C was Stylecraft. Yeah,
it's 1 strand. It may be a 2-way, but it's just 1 strand. It's amazing to use. It feels really soft and silky.
Mm.
And
it is really good quality yarn.
The sparkle doesn't get in the way.
Does the sparkle feel rough over your fingers as it's threading through?
Not at all. You don't feel it at all.
Don't feel the sparkle, guys. So there
I mean,
you go.
you can if you really try, but when you're just working it up, you don't have a problem.
There you go. I wouldn't know. I haven't used Salt and Deluxe Shine yet, and actually that one and that hug there is mine. But
it's very nice yarn.
Back when we first started the channel, Manfa was very much, I'm not sharing. They gave it to me, or you bought it for me, it's mine, you're not touching it.
And then I got a Happy Mail.
And then, well, no, you won a mystery box.
Yes, I did, yes.
And
which wasn't supposed to be won, because it wasn't worldwide shipping.
No,
but because
they honoured it.
I went, damn it. They went, okay, let's make it. I was like, yes.
And he ended up winning, and there was a few things in there when he got it that I was like, I really want that. And he was like, no, you don't share yours, I'm not sharing mine. And then it taught me a lesson that actually we should just use what our heart desires, no matter who it belongs to, and just share it. So we have shared now for a very long time. Manfa learnt her lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike was the one that actually bought the Salt and Deluxe Shines. He bought himself a blue one, and he bought me 2 of the yellowy, orangey, purple ones. Oh, that one's called Imperial Purple. It's just popped in my head. Anyway, he bought me 2 of the purples. So I've still got one. I've still got one to use, and I would quite like it if you keep your mitts off it so I can actually work with it.
That's fine.
Please?
You bought me others.
Yeah, so...
and I've got a cashmere.
Yeah.
A cashmere, which I'm going to make my own scarf out of.
Oh, you've
And I'm actually going to wear it.
Okay.
When I do stock take.
Just a normal rectangular long scarf, like bog standards.
Yeah, just one that I can wrap around my neck.
I was going to say, because Juan makes the male triangular ones, and I can't really see you rocking that.
No, just a normal one that I can put around.
Just a really long scarf that you can wrap around.
And I can have it up here in the winter, so it covers.
You want quite a closed stitch then. I would recommend half double. Anyway, we'll talk about that some other time. But what are your plans? What's going to be on your hooks for your
So I have my
week?
other shawl that I'm doing. I'm going to be finishing that this week. I can't talk.
Finishing in that one.
Finishing that hopefully this week, because there's not that many rows left.
Yes.
I am going to add some, so I may not quite get there. Because I got it out today and I didn't even touch it. Because that's what I do.
And he was left unsupervised because the kids were at school and I was at work. He had literal 6 hours of quality crafting time and he didn't even pick it up.
No. Had a lounge day. I'm going to get another shawl on my hook. I can't remember which one I wanted to do. I can't even see the cake I was going to do it in, so...
Well, do you know the name? I'll be able to point it out straight away.
Where are they?
What? Tell me the name or the brand or the company.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, that's not helpful.
That one.
Right. Okay.
So that shawl's gonna. I don't know what one I'm doing yet.
Oh, I know who that one's for.
Yes,
too.
you do.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
And I might start a blanket as well.
Mike wants something different to work on in between his hugs. He loves making his hugs, but you know what it's like, guys. You do the same sort of stuff. You need a palette cleanser, right? Which is why I'm jumping into an amigurumi. Mike wants to start a blanket, and he's thinking, not promising, but thinking of doing the Luck of the Draw 8 as well. But it won't be for this year's blanket drive.
No, because I won't get it done.
He will work on it, and whenever it's completed, he will save it for next year's blanket drive, because normally Mike doesn't have the same amount of crochet time as what I do. And he's not as quick at crocheting as what I am, so he will not get it done in time for this year. But we will box it up and save it and put it to one side for next year.
Sometimes I just want a break from it as well. I don't have a need for it. I want to do it, but I don't have a need. So
there's plenty of hours he wastes when he could be crocheting.
Basically, when I don't want to crochet.
So anyway, all that to say is, if he does do the Luck of the Draw 8, he's going to wangle Max in to pick his colours as well. So it'll be another Max masterpiece when Mike gets it on his hook. That might be the blanket he picks up. He might even think of something else. It's just ideas we're playing around with.
I might not even do it in the round.
No.
I don't know.
I think you should. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
And Jaxie's a good teacher. She'll set you straight.
Okay. But yeah.
Meaning you can watch her video and crack on without having to bug me every 5 minutes.
And I've got to do next week's tiles, so that's on the cards as well.
Yes, so Mike has a lot of things to be dabbling in over the next week, and I've got a couple of new projects to get myself stuck into. So with all of those plans to say, we will be back again next week, and we will let you know if any of those things that we have just mentioned even got done.
Yes.
And we shall see you, as long as I don't start feeling super poorly, we will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D for our live.
Yes.
I think I'll still go live, even if I'm like just a burrito in a duvet, just like, hi guys.
You'll probably see Manfa in a Hufflepuff hoodie.
Yeah, because look, I've got a hoodie on, my Christmas jumper on, and a long sleeve t-shirt, and I'm still cold. So
I could probably take my hoodie off, but it's a comfortable temperature. So
yeah. So I'm going to rest. I'm going to turn the camera off in a minute. I'm going to rest up. I'm going to have plenty of hot drinks. I'm going to dose myself up on cold and flu and all the rest of it, and try and get this under control, because I really don't want it to take hold of me, because I'm always getting poorly lately, and I'm bored of it. I'm tired of it. He's just found his yarn band for his Salt and Deluxe. Anyway, so we hope you have a wonderful weekend coming up. We hope to see you at ours tomorrow. The only reason why we won't be going live is if I'm really ill, but I think we'll be alright. So we'll see you tomorrow at our house, and then on Monday you will have Magazine Monday. So unless you come to party, I will see you next week. But until then,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you.